welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about the first telltale signs that I experienced of my multiple sclerosis before I even knew I had it. So if you're watching this video, it's probably because you yourself are interested in MS related topics or because you fear you may have MS. So stay tuned as I will be talking about what were the signs that told me that something was off. Also, if you're interested in MS related content, please subscribe to this video as I will be posting fitness related content suitable for multiple sclerosis and nutritional advice that has helped me throughout the many years that I've lived with this condition. The first signs that something was off were very subtle and they came on very suddenly. I remember almost 10 years before getting the official diagnosis that I would get fatigued after walking for 100 meters, after which I had to sit down and recover for 10 minutes. Obviously, I was 19 at the time, so something was definitely wrong there. But I recovered from that, so I didn't pay much more attention to that. Then there were also signs such as having blurry vision, a stain in my vision that made me go to the ophthalmologist and having all sorts of eye exams, but nothing was wrong, according to them, until I told them that I had multiple sclerosis, and they were like, oh yeah, we saw that something was wrong. But anyway, that's another story. When I realized that something was definitely off was, obviously, I was a very fitness enthusiastic person. I went to the gym, I did yoga, until all of a sudden I felt like my balance was completely off. So much so that I remember walking across a room and all of a sudden I felt like I was tilting to one side and I couldn't really recover from that tilting and walk a straight path again. Another one was when I was practicing yoga and I was doing a balancing pose that I thought I had mastered. And all of a sudden, from one day to the next, I was completely unable to do that pose. So something was really weird there. Also, fitness related, I noticed that when I ran, my foot would start sagging so much so that I ended up tripping over myself. Something was really weird, and I noticed that I just wasn't the same person as I used to be before. I was unable to keep up with my friends. Despite being a young person, I didn't have the stamina that my friends did. And I was afraid of partaking in all sorts of social activities because I felt like I was dragging them down and I didn't want them to notice that something was wrong with me. So I became a bit of a hermit. And in being a hermit, I was able to repress these symptoms and hide them even from myself, where just being at home helped me not experience these symptoms and not have to confront the fact that something was wrong. That was until the day that I got the strongest attack that I'd had until then, which came on as bouts of double vision. Obviously, I was able to brush them off as me being stressed because I was stressed at the time. However, and I would almost dare to say luckily, I wasn't able to brush them off entirely because these symptoms, this double vision, didn't go away. And not only did it not go away, it brought on more symptoms with it. One of them being that one side of my face went completely numb. Besides this side of my face, that was also the side where my foot was dragging. So I was tripping over myself. But I was still able to hide that from myself by being the hermit that I was. But also, all of a sudden, I was unable to pronounce the words correctly. That made me definitely think that something was really, really, really weird. And I went to the doctor. And it wasn't until I saw the doctor that they told me that this is something that I, as a general practitioner, cannot diagnose. So they sent me directly to the hospital, to the neurologist. After being at the hospital for 5 days with doctors coming in, checking on me, not telling me anything, me feeling dizzy from all this whirlwind of people coming and going, they finally sent me to the MRI machine and got my brain scanned. Besides the brain scan, I also got a spinal tap. And the combination of both allowed them to conclude that I had multiple sclerosis. So as much as that was a bit of a scary message to get, it was also, I have to admit, it was also a bit of a relief, because I was finally able to say what it was, to know what it was that had been wrong with me for all those years, and it gave me an explanation and a justification for all these things that I saw as shortcomings over the past years during my youth. Finally, I was able to explain what it was that was putting me so far behind my peers. So after being diagnosed, as I already said, I was already a fitness enthusiast and a yoga practitioner. So it didn't take long before I started getting into gymming and practicing yoga again. This is something that I committed to practicing almost on a daily basis from then on, because I felt like that was the only thing that was able to make me regain control of my body. Up until now, 12 years since diagnosis, I am still that gym enthusiast and that yoga enthusiast, and I have become a yoga teacher. I have this channel now because I want to transmit to you guys this love I have for physical activity, which I consider what has kept me going for all these years, and that has helped me stay as active as I still am after all these years of being diagnosed. So I have created this channel for me to inspire you to take control of your body and try to regain control over those losses that multiple sclerosis has caused, and realized that having multiple sclerosis is not the end of it. You do have a say. I will be posting videos where I can share tips about what kind of exercise is beneficial for multiple sclerosis based on what has helped me. So if you're interested in getting more of this content, please subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up, and participate in the comments below by telling me what were your first symptoms. I look forward to hearing from you guys, and I'll be seeing you soon again in my next video. Take care. Bye bye.